What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this channel. Right now I am on the PokeResort Minecraft Pixelmon server. Today it's actually something very special. I'm starting you can call it a Let's Play series here on this channel, playing Pixelmon once again on the PokeResort. I've been playing Pixelmon for the past month or so, and I fell completely in love, and I just felt like starting a series with you guys on this channel. So I'm going to do it on this server. I'll explain some rules that I'm going to put myself, into, as well as how the series is going to work out. So if you want to join the server, there'll be a link in the description. It's a pretty small server. It's not that small. It's a pretty medium server, so it's not the biggest Pixelmon server out there, but it's a very community-based. Also, it's one of the best non-pay-to-win servers that I could find, because most of the big servers usually have a lot of pay-to-win aspects to them. So in this server right here, the PokeResort, we have around 3 realms. We got the Oasis, then we got the Breeze, and then they just launched their third, you can call it realm, their third server, called Sunset, and that is what we're going to be joining today. So if we join right here, Sunset, I think I already chose my starter. I did, so I went with Froakie. Look at this guy. And if we look at his stats, he's actually small with the relaxed nature, which is actually something we don't want, because you want a Froakie to have speed, and relax is not going to help us out with speed. So here we are in the Sunset PokeResort server. Now, before I get started with the actual playthrough, I do want to talk a little bit more about why I chose to do this series on a server instead of just a single player world, because most of the Let's Plays are on a single player world, but I've decided to go into a server because that brings more of a multiplayer aspect, which that is kind of what Pokemon is there for. So there is some things that I have to get out of the way. I'm going to be following this server's rules, which means I do have access to stuff like /shop, which you can buy stuff like balls and moves, as well as some machines, and also there is a GTS, and the rules for the GTS I'm going to put inside of the series is that I can't buy Pokemon that have above 50% IVs, and this is just going to help me out, not trying just to go out there and start buying every Pokemon that has good IVs. So if it has below 50% IVs, I'm able to buy it, and I'm also able to buy any items that they sell. So if I do want some kind of item that they're selling, especially breeding items like a Destiny Knot or something like that, then I'm able to buy it, but I'm not able to buy the big Pokemon that they usually sell in the GTS. And one last thing, I'm able to use everything here in spawn. So for example, the shrines, or there's actually like an area where you can level up your Pokemon that are low level. I can use that as well, and all the warps such as the battle tower, the boss tower, all of the gyms, all the Poke Centers, the shrines, everything I'm able to use as it's intended to be played on this server. So I think we're gonna get started, and I want to level this guy a little bit more. As you can see, he's level 9, so I did level him a couple levels because I was just hopping on this the new realm, which actually came out like 4 days ago, so it's brand new. Not a lot of people have good Pokemons, and that's kind of why I wanted to do this series. So somewhere over here, I know there's a starter area where you can level your Pokemon just a bit, so let's go ahead and check that out. There it is. This is the Newbie Gardens, and you can kind of kill some low-level Pokemons here, like a bunch of Growlithes and Seednots. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is try to get this Froakie maybe level 13. Possibly, if I want the first evolution of Froakie, I can do it here. And one other thing about this server is how the currency works is you get I think they're called I forget what the server calls it. So if we actually do a bubble and probably kill it instantly, you'll see that there is a chance that we get some currency, and that's pretty much the only way you can get the currency in this server, and that is by killing Pokemon. So I'll also talk about why I love this server and it's not pay to win, because most of the big servers are definitely pay to win. So Lick, I think I don't want Growl. Growl's bad. Right here. So this is like a money case that you get for killing stuff. So we got, it's called Restored Cash. So we got $50 here on the reserve cash. And if we do /mal, I know I have my chat very clear. But I have 160 restored cash, and I can use that on the GTS as well as in shop if I want to buy some machines. So I think the first order of business is just getting this Froakie to evolve. It's going to be pretty easy because these guys over here are only level 5. And as you can see, we are already level 11. And all these Growlithes over here, if you just use Bubble on them, they'll pretty much instantly die. And also, that will help us with getting a little bit of cash. Because we're going to probably need that cash if we want to start getting some machines on our own base and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the first order of business. Let's just try to level this Froakie up a little bit. And yeah, on the first episode, we're going to definitely evolve this guy into his next evolution. We can learn the ability Water Pulse, which is 60 power, 100 accuracy. The user attacks the target with a pulsing blast of water. This may also confuse the target. And I think I want to keep Quick Attack. I also want to keep Bubble and Lick just so we can have Paralysis for a little bit. I think I'm just going to get rid of Pound. So there we go. We got a new ability, or a new move of Water Pulse. And we are level 14, so I think 2 more levels, we'll evolve it, and then we'll get out of here. Well, look at this. We have a little loot over here, and it gave us the TM of Sky Attack. So I actually didn't know they had these around the spawn, which might be quite interesting. But it is a Master Ball, and it gave us this nice TM. So we're going to keep it there. And let's go ahead and continue battling so we can get a little Froakie to evolve. I think for the last level of our Froakie, we should try this daily battle here next to the newbie gardens, which I think that means it's going to be a pretty easy boss. It is equal, and it will give us 250 money, or as they call, resort cash. So if I do Water Pulse, oh. Never mind. Going back to heal my little Froakie. I'm gonna have to come back for this $250 right there. That's very, very shocking that I died there with one shot. This should do it. This Growlithe should be the last one we need to evolve our little Froakie at level 16, if I'm guessing correctly. Yep. All right. Well, that's a terrible view of our evolving Froakie. I wish you could move around. Maybe you can. It's not letting me though. Well, we're gonna see it as soon as it evolves, though. All right, are you gonna let me see my Froakie or my Frogadier? I'm gonna throw it out. Frogadier, look at it. It's very small. I don't like when my Pokemons are small. I like them big, but I guess this will do. I mean, it's a little frog here, a little water frog. All right, so that's that. We leveled up our Froakie into a Frogadier. And now this server has RTP, which is random teleport, which will actually teleport us somewhere in the world randomly. And it looks like we are in a taiga biome, and this is a plains, I'm guessing. And actually, I do want to say something that I need you guys' kind of opinion in the comment section below. I do have Journey Map, and Journey Map has an option where you can actually see the Pokemon around you, and especially if you have nighttime, on, you can just see, you know, everything dark except the Pokemon around you, and it is kind of easy to like see what Pokemon spawn around you. I don't know if that's considered cheating or cheap, so I want to know in the comment section below if I should just completely remove it, just get rid of the journey map, or if I should keep it, and that's, you know, a little strategy I can do, which is kind of just look around for Pokemon that have spawned around me. So let me know in the comment section below. Every time I play Minecraft, I always struggle with choosing a place to settle because I kind of always have the mentality of trying to settle in the best place possible. However, I do like this location right here. We have the taiga biome, and then we got a little plains in the back. So I think we're gonna settle our house right here. Also, there's a yellow berry here. And we need, well, not berries, so a yellow apricorn there. And we need a lot of yellows and blacks if we want to start making some Ultra Balls, which are going to be very, very helpful. If we look at our balance, we have 2,160 resort cash. All that from just grinding the newbie gardens back at spawn, which means technically, if we look at the machines, we can already buy a PC as well as a healer. And that's kind of what I like about the server as well. You know, if you really do need a healer, just, you know, go ahead and grind a little bit, get the healer for 1,000 money each. And that should be it. So I think I'm going to go cut some trees down and make a little base right here. We got our land wand, which we have 228 more blocks that we can claim, so you don't get griefed. Also, I think there's something called rewards in this server, which means the more we play, the more rewards we get. So at around 10 hours played, we can get a free Master Ball. And we also have a shiny egg at 50 hours, which might not be that hard if I continue playing like I normally do when I play Pixelmon. So I'm going to go gather some wood, and I'll meet you guys back when we start building our little base. We have a Grubbin here, which evolves into a Vikavolt, which might be good to have a early electric. So I think I'm going to catch it. Now it's electric, so it should not be hurt by my bubble ability. And actually, I think we can do it one more time without killing it. Yes, perfect. All right, so we have to do it quickly because he is, hitting hard. So if we do a great ball, and this is what happens when you try churning, it usually has this glitch. But let's hope, yep, we captured it. So let's actually refresh this because it always happens when you try moving it. And there's actually another Grubbin around here. Grubbin, however you pronounce that, Grubbin. And again, I'm using the map. Let me know if it's cheating. I'll instantly turn it off. But there is one right here, I believe. There is. So this is a lower level. So we might not want to use bubble. Let's use quick attack. Yeah, I can't do that again. Hopefully we can just throw a great ball at it. And, oh, there he goes. The little glitch again. And hopefully we just capture it. And I want to see the IVs for both of them. And the best one, I'll just, keep it on my team for a while. Actually, let's go to fancy. I like how fancy it looks. And let's do IVs 2. It has 51. IVs 3 has 80. This Grubbin, is actually very good. 80. It has, I should probably turn this up a little bit, but I don't want you guys to get annoyed with the chat. Let's actually, 45. It has 30 on defense, 29 special, and all of these great stats, which is very, very good. All right, so here we are. This is the location we're going to build. I might wait until daytime to start building, but I am in love with this Pokemon so far. And it's huge as well, and brave. I don't know if it's good with speed, but we do have good attack on it. I have to check if he's a special attacker or attacker. But yeah, let's wait until the daytime, and then we'll start building. All right, so it's turning daytime. Also, I made my UI a little bit bigger because I know that's something that a lot of people always suggest when people have small UI. Also, I checked, and it looks like it is a special attacker, which means that we wanted this in green, which I think if you do modest, that would have helped a lot. He's not good with speed, so it doesn't matter that we got this on red, so it's not bad. It's going to help us with attack, which maybe 1 or 2 moves is going to be attack, but we usually want special attack on this Pokemon. So I think I'm going to claim, let's see, about around here. So let's see how big we can claim. So we have 260 blocks. So let's start off like right here. Did that work? Okay, wait, let's actually do that. There we go. And let's try going as far as we can just to see how much we can claim. Can we claim up to here? We cannot. That's actually a lot less blocks. Oh, is that it? Did we claim this? Let me check over here, make sure. If not, oh, I keep destroying blocks. This, and let's just go up to like here to check. Can we do that? No. Okay, so we have a really small. I guess you get more of these claim blocks as you play. So let's just do like here. There we go. So how many more blocks do we have? Why does it say? Oh, because we actually didn't do it. I'm actually struggling trying to get my claim here. So let's not make it that big. Let's just make it to like here. Not even that, right here. Perfect. All right, so I'm actually going to place blocks on it. And I lost it. I'm just going to estimate right there. And I know for sure we had it here. So that's a little square that we have here. And if we do the chunks, that's not the chunks. That's the chunks. We have around a chunk and a half. Actually, maybe just a chunk. All right, so I'm going to build. And we'll see what I come up with. I'm going to level this first. I'm going to destroy all this dirt. And I'm going to come back after it builds because we have to start making our apricorn farm to start mass producing Ultra Balls so we can start catching and making our team. Well, will you look at that? I checked my other Grubbin, and it is of modest nature with green on special attack and red on attack. And they are both different genders, which means we can breed them and put the Everstone on this one and hopefully get good IVs if we put like a Destiny Knot on the other. And we would have a modest with good IVs. We might be able to do that maybe next episode if we want to start getting to breeding early on, but usually you don't want to do that because it does get kind of complicated. So let me go ahead and just build a basic house, and we'll come back and we'll start building that apricorn farm. Check it out, boys. Here's a little house, a little starter house. It took me around like 3 minutes to make it. It's not something special, but it's home. It's pretty warm inside, and this is where we're gonna do our operations on becoming the best Pokemon trainer on this server, especially this realm, because there's something that I haven't talked about, and that is there is an elo like ladder. Actually, let's do help because I forgot the command, but there is a whole entire ladder system to competitive on this server, which makes it amazing. So you can actually be the best Pokemon trainer on this server. If I can find ranks, well, I know it's rank. It's not ranks actually. What is it? I can't. I can't find it, so I'm gonna go ahead and find it because I actually want to show you guys that there is a big PvP community on this server, and that's what a lot of people actually play. So my goal is, since this is a new realm, this is kind of like a new server, everyone just started 4 days ago, everyone has weak Pokemon, is to become the best trainer possible inside the Sunset PokeResort server. So I'm kind of dumb, but the way you do it is you do /PvP, and you can enter the queue. There's different rules. I think they have the Uber, OU, UU, and all of that Smogon kind of stuff. So if you look at format, we got Ubers, OU, UU, RU, and NU, which is kind of what the main competitive Pokemon kind of formats are out there. So we're probably going to hang around the OU format. We might dip our fingers into the Ubers, which are pretty much the strongest Pokemons out there. And maybe a little bit of the UU, which is the underused format. So here is our little house. Let's go ahead and put our crafting table inside. Let's make some chests. And I'm going to purchase a PC as well as a healer, because that's something you can do on the server. So might as well do it. Since I have 2,000 coins by farming those levels with my Froakie, I can go ahead and buy myself a PC as well as a healer. So once again, this is a PvP focused server, so I want to get the best Pokemon as soon as possible. So I don't want to go out and start grinding for some diamonds to get a healer. So here we go. I'm actually going to put one of our Grubins in there. And I think the next order of business is trying to mine a little bit, kind of fill our chest with some materials that we can use. But I did say that we do have to start our apricorn farm. And if we look at a little platform here, actually I want to check, we can possibly do a farm. I'm just going to put it out here for now. And the reason I'm checking the chunks is that there is only a certain amount of apricorns you can put on a chunk. So it's a good idea to build an apricorn farm where all 4 chunks align, which is around here. So we might find a chunk over there that has a good alignment and do it there once we get more claim blocks as we play. But for now, I think I'm going to go mine. I'm actually going to RTP and hope to get somewhere. It's another plains biome. That's actually a pretty important biome, which is a swamp. Since we started with a Froakie, we could also find Froakies there, so we can breed them for the best Red Ninja possible. Well, here you go. Here we have a little cave, and I'm going to go ahead and just mine and see what we can find. Alright, so that was a quick mining expedition. One thing I do want to say is I apologize for that audio quality in the last 2 clips, and that's because I had my mic a bit far away from my mouth, but it should be good now. I did get around 19 iron ore, and I also made a furnace. Let's put it right here, and let's start cooking some of this iron, and let's make a double chest, because I do want to store everything we have. One thing I kind of notice when I play Pixelmon is there's a lot of stuff that you have to organize. So for now, we're just going to dump everything that we don't need, like that, and as well as our little TM here, and our zinc and our potions. So let's organize this just a little bit. And yeah, I'm also having a bit of an allergy reaction because my house is just filled with dust. And oh my gosh, that's a big milk tank. I think this is a pretty good common Pokemon if you want to start with it, but I'm just going to leave it there for a little bit. And I think that will be it for this episode. I think we hit around the 20-minute mark. Next episode, we are going to get started with catching more Pokemon and leveling our Pokemon. I did check the GTS, and there's some XP shares selling for around 1,000. And I mean, I don't know if it's too cheap if I get like a XP all for 1,000 and just start leveling like that. But it is for sale. There's also just an XP share. And one of the rules is that I can't buy items for the GTS. I just can't buy Pokemon with IVs higher than 50. And as you can see, someone's already breeding the crap out of Greninjas. This one has 80% IVs with 27 speed, which is pretty good. Also, I think there's some legendaries here and there like this, as well as Moltres. But for now, I think this will be it for the first episode. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe for more Pixelmon and Pokemon content on this channel. I'll be uploading as much as possible. I really love how Pixelmon has turned out with the Pixelmon Reforged. And there's a huge community, so if you want to join it, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video, and comment down below any suggestions for upcoming videos, as well as any suggestions that I should do here on this series. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys later on my next video. Peace.